All right. So this is the full profile from the virtual world list that I got first in Swiss with, and then top 8 at the Phantom Rage Case tourney hosted by Epik. So I'm not going to talk much about the virtual world cards because I did that in the other video, which is pretty in depth. So just gonna go through those real quick. So yeah, 3 of all the gate of the gate and the tutor. So this is really standard. You have to play 3. The only thing that's different is some people play 2. I think 3 is better because we play Desires. 3 of all the virtual world monsters, except for 2 of Neon, which is the level 3 that summons itself in the graveyard. So again, pretty straightforward. I think this is pretty much the same for everyone, except some must play 3 of this. I played 2 because we have a better normal summon. If you do not have a better normal summon, that should be 3. And so this is, in my opinion, the best normal summon in the deck. Possible in the deck right now that requires no garnets. You can get better normal summons that require a lot of garnets, but this one requires nothing besides 3 Diva. And I'll show the combo after this, but this card becomes a name and a draw. So there's our normal summon. We play 1 E-Telly because this is also a Data Escape name. 3 Desires. This is, I think, just staple in the deck. And then this was the hand trap lineup. This is Ash, Nibiru, and Gamma. So I think Gamma is like, or Nibiru is like necessary in the deck because you can Nibiru your own field and still be fine, especially if you had the Skarm search, as long as your gates are still up. So I think this card is 100% in a meta where combo is prevalent. This is like 100% should be in your main deck. Ash was because Dino scared me, so we played Ash. It's like generic. It's okay versus like the Dogma and Outlich decks, or the Dogma invoked and like the pile decks. And then Gamma is like the most generic, going second hand trap. And so what's cool with this deck is it is possible to resolve this card multiple times because Neon can put back your driver. Where is he? There. So now, even like if he's banished face down, Neon putting him back is like real. So that did happen during the event. He's just the best generic going second hand trap. All right, so that was the main deck, really straightforward. Here's the extra deck. Here's the virtual world cards. These are the only ones we played. The only one that I would consider adding to this is the level 3 that banishes when you attack, the Whiptail or whatever. Because that outs like Dragoon, but these were fine. Then Calamities. This is like an honorary Data Escape card or virtual world card. And then here's the level 9 synchros we played. Played 3, Vermilion, Cloud Castle, and Croco. These cards are extremely good in control matchups because this one you recycle it every turn and you can summon it back with Cloud Castle. And if they out it, you get back like virtual world cards from your banish, and it pops any card. So really good, really good. Let me make sure I'm not lying. Yeah, 1 card on the field. Anyways, and then Cloud Castle is like part of that main combo I showed in the other video. All right, then our level 6 synchros that aren't Data Escape names. So essentially tuner and non-tuner, and they both draw a card. And then the fact that this pops a card comes up, going like turn 3 or going second. Then we play Zolkin package. This is extremely good because this happens a lot, that we can go into Zolkin, set like the trap, and summon Crystal Link. And because of the little like mini combo I'll show with Diva, this card you can actually make. So I think that package is better than Gossip Shadow, at least in this case. So this is our Diva, part of our Diva combo. So it takes 4 extra deck spots, no main deck bricks, and just Diva. And I'll show right after, again, we go through everything. But pretty straightforward there. Side deck. I always side to start going first, or for going first. Not necessary, but I like it a lot because it means you lose less hard the board breaking cards. And it's just generic. Then Ogre was for Infernoble. I was really scared of Infernoble, and I didn't own token collectors. I wish I did own token collectors, but I never drew it versus Infernoble anyway. It was just like a generic 12th hand trap. This card, I think, has potential. Never resolved, never actually summoned it. But the idea is going second, we can side out our normal summons against like Dragon Link, put this in, sphere mode their board, and then we can still just play because we don't need our normal summon. Like obviously there are hands that do, but this card potentially just outs the whole board like through anything that Dragon Link can put up, and then we just like normal we just activate gate and play. And then these are all just like generic back row control hate. Three cosmic, duster, reboot, pink, and these would all go in versus like dogma, invoked, or outlich. So I decided not to play lightning storms because your trap stays up on the field every turn. So usually, a lot of times, if your board is broken, you'll be able to just storm them next turn and then kill them. But this deck can't do that because you have the face-up trap. So you have to. So I decided not to play storms and instead played stuff that I can still use if my trap is still face-up. So that was the side deck. Side deck was fine. Didn't ever draw ogre or sphere mode. So who knows if those would perform this properly. Anyway, so let's quick show the diva combo. So how this works is really straightforward. So we have five cards in our hand. We normal summon diva, affect the diva, summon another diva, link 2 for fiber. Okay, fiber. So this is where gammas come in nice here, is because if we banished a diva off of desires or we open like 2 diva, we could just summon a gamma and this does the same thing. Anyway, so summon diva with fiber. Link 1 for cross. We summon our tokens. Where are the tokens? Bird, otter. All right. Then we make marcher. And so what's kind of nice with this combo is they still don't know we're playing data skip, right? If I see someone starting their turn with this, there's a very high chance that you're going to get Nibiru right here. And this did happen to me. Nibiru here or Gamut on like this, because people see the level 1 token and the marcher and they're like, okay, he can make fiber here. Or he can make Herald here and then do other plays. We're not making that. But, oh yeah, and this summon this way. But we're not doing that. But a lot of people will like, that's what they'll see. Game 1, they will 100% hand trap you right here. Because this is like the scary part of the board. They haven't seen virtual world cards yet. All right. So now what we do is go synchro 3 for integrator. Okay. So now this lets us do a couple things. We have 2 options here. We can either go and synchro for, where is he? For the datascape synchro, and then integrator gets us a draw. So essentially that makes diva into a normal summon that becomes a datascape name on the field and you get a draw. Or if for whatever reason we don't need a datascape name on the field, like let's say we already have a gate plus a monster in hand and all we want is to see more cards, then we can go, instead of the datascape name, we can either go assault or core, depending again on what we need, but they're both going to be tuners because of marcher. So summon one of these and just draw 2, right? Because we get the integrator plus the summon effect. And so diva becomes a draw 2 with a level 6 synchro on the board. That is a tuner. So, and then what's kind of cool about this that I mentioned before is, so again, diva is going to be hand trap bait, right? Let's say I normal summon diva, I get impermed. This happens a lot. They don't know what I'm playing. They know this card is a really good card they hand trap. In fact, this is like, you have to hand trap this usually. You don't know if they're playing like Mermail and ripping your entire hand, right? This could be summoning Neptuvus. I summon this. This gets ashed. This gets veiled. This gets impermed. We make datascape plays. All right. I make a level 6 synchro. We have a tuner and a level 6 synchro. Okay, we can just hard make crystalline. Right? And then we just have a negate. because they stopped our diva, right? So that's the idea. I think this is potentially one of the best normal summons right now. I'm not like Beast of the Pharaoh is another option because you can get some really crazy hand loops and boards off of that card. But the problem with Beast of the Pharaoh that this card like doesn't have is that this card becomes a name on its own. It becomes a name or it draws you into a name or both even. Whereas Beast of the Pharaoh you need to see Beast plus a gate plus a Datascape monster. So you need like 3-card combo for anything to do with Beast. This by itself does stuff, right? This card gets me draw 2, or this card says become a Datascape name on the field. It can make crystalling. Like this card, I think is the best normal summon hand trap right now. Shoutouts to Aaron and his group, and Darian for letting me borrow those. Aaron and his group were the ones who came up with this first. They're awesome group of guys, and they're the reason I didn't put this video out immediately because they wanted to save this for the LCS. So, anyways, yeah, and thanks for Darian for letting me borrow his like super divas. These cards are like 80 each or something ridiculous. All right, so that's the profile. I think this. So after playing a bit more with this deck after the event, I think it does get significantly worse once people know what the deck does, which kind of sucks. I might have been riding a high a bit too much because now again playing it against good players, it like getting your Lulu. If so, like they open 2 interruptions, they stop Lulu, they stop WoW. Usually you can't play, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a pessimist. The deck is quite fun. It has an extremely high ceiling. The grind game is excellent. That's probably my favorite part about the deck is how you can keep playing every turn. Yeah, fun deck. Anyways, so that's the profile. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Take it easy.